Albert Christian Edward.
I, Andrew Albert Christian Edward.
Take thee, Sarah Margaret.
Take thee, Sarah Margaret.
To my wedded wife.
To my wedded wife.
It was the kind of event royals often get involved in. The planned polo match had been cancelled, so as a consolation, the pair stood in a light drizzle, feeding an elephant and listening to a lecture on wildlife.
This is a young African elephant that was rescued in an operation in Zimbabwe.
All went well enough until the arrival of Monty the Python, 10 feet of writhing coils and sweet nature. But as the creature was borne towards the royal party, the Duchess stepped smartly back from the line and hid behind her husband. By the time Monty had arrived, the Duchess was clearly terrified. Tears streamed down her face, and for most of the performance, she was hidden from view, the others closing ranks to conceal her distress. Eventually, Monty was removed, the lecture continued, but for the Duchess, the magic had clearly gone from the day. Afterwards, the host was very apologetic.
I tend to take these things a little too, perhaps, blasé, because I work with big snakes all over the world. I even had a giant anaconda swallow my arm up to the shoulder once.
The Duchess' father, Major Ferguson, brushed the matter aside.
She's rather like me, she doesn't like snakes. Simple as that. No big song and dance.
No song or dance from Monty either, by now confined to his box and not giving interviews.
Is he a nice sort of snake, really?
Yeah, that's good.
Composure regained, the Duchess left, never finding out whether Monty really had a crush on her or not.
Left the Portland Hospital. For the princess, at this moment, exactly 3 days, 16 hours and 27 minutes old, and it was our first look at her, a small, round face and a fine amount of hair, reddish, needless to say, a peaceful little girl named. And thus the York family set off on the journey to the quiet and privacy of Balmoral, where they will join the Queen on holiday. The crowd loved it.
Duchess of York clearly felt a red nose attached to her ribs.
At last night's formal dinner. The sort of dress that needs a tiara to provide the...
Her Royal Highness and I were left in the dark in the bathroom fumbling for the door handle. I'm not going to say any more about that.
The city of romance, but it's also a city of sea breezes, as the Duchess of York discovered on her arrival here this afternoon. Are the only form of transport in a city that was once named the Queen of Floods and Pollution, and which after 1,000 years is under greater threat than ever. But marvel as thousands have before them. Although the Duke almost didn't make it ashore for his stay in the island Venetians call
Thank you.
Sarah, how did you take notice of the accident?
I telephoned and I came down as soon as possible.